Yes, guys, I'm Sai. Welcome back to my channel. Right, let's get into it, okay? Cardiff City are a good football team. Like, properly good. We could play some lovely stuff. Top end of League One, looking like we're going to go into the Championship, playing attractive football with young, homegrown players, a manager with a clear identity. So here's the question. Why, in the moments that matter most recently, has it all been going wrong in the final third? Because we are where we are consistently, and it's not one player, it's not one game, it's a bit of a pattern. 2 wins, I think it is, from the last 8, drop points in games that we should be winning, good performances in most of those games, but ending in frustration. So every single time it comes back to the same thing, being ruthless, that final decision. So today I want to have a proper conversation about what's actually happening in the final third for Cardiff. What do the numbers say? Is this a tactical thing? Is it personnel, or is it just where the squad is right now? So first, let's look at the numbers, because the numbers simply do not lie, right? And let's start with that data, because this is important. Cardiff are averaging around 14 shots per game. That's around 1.6 to 1.7 expected goals per match. Those are pretty strong numbers. Really strong, actually. And it tells you that the system is working, the structure is working, the build-up is working, the patterns are working. Cardiff are consistently getting into good positions. But here's the flip side. They are among the highest in the league for big chances missed. That's a really key stat, because it tells you exactly where this issue is. This is not a team that aren't or can't create. This is a team that isn't converting those chances when they get in good positions, or they're making the wrong decision when they get in good positions. And that's why this gets you to this kind of strange contradiction. You watch games and you think, yeah, we're all right, yeah? We're controlling this. We look like the better side. Feels like a matter of time before we get the goals, get the result. Then you look at the result, it's a draw again. And you don't draw game after game by accident. You don't drop points game after game by accident. You drop points because you don't take your chances. And I think that's where the problem lies. So what does it look like to the eye test? My cat's attacking the camera. What does it look like in the eye test? So you take the numbers, great, and then let's match them to what we're seeing. Cardiff build really well. They progress the ball really well. They get into the final third consistently. And then that final moment, that final decision, it's like a wrong pass, delayed pass, extra touch, overhead cross, snatch that shot. It's over again. And I think there's a key point. It's not chaos. It's not, I don't even think it's panic. It's almost perfect. It's almost right. And that's what makes it so frustrating. Because you can see the idea, you can see the move, you can see what they're trying to do, you can see the thinking, but it's that last decision, the execution of it, it's just off. And at this level, that's probably the difference between winning 2-0, drawing 1-1, right? Now, let's look at Salic has been out. This is where I think we need to be clear. This is not Cardiff don't have a striker, because we do, but Yusuf Salic has been out. He's elite number 9 for this level, and I'd back him in the Championship as well. He gives you that physical presence, that box movement, the focal point. He's a genuine goal-scoring threat. He definitely fits the system perfectly. But here's the issue. He's the only one. He's the only striker. Beyond Salic, we don't have any other options. The manager doesn't fully seem to fancy or trust Callum Robinson, as a 9 at least. And the alternatives are not really strikers. They're kind of wide forwards. They're false 9s. They're hybrid attackers. Players who drop in, or wingers who are looking to get in. So what happens when Yusuf's not there? Well, we've seen what happens. The structure changes. There's a threat drops. The identity shifts because the system shifts. Crucially, you could say there's no plan B, although I do argue that we're on like plan D, where we've been playing the false 9 with Kellyman. But while Salic has been injured, that moment, that window was definitely a red flag. As I said the other day, we probably should have got someone in on loan in January to allow cover for that problem. Not instead of him, but with him. But right now, if Salich isn't available, Cardiff don't just lose a striker; they lose a bit of a focal point, an edge, and that feels direct. That feeds directly into the issues I think that we're having in the final third. And then you look at the why and like, why is this happening? What's actually causing it? And I think there's three main factors to it. Number one, we've got a young squad, especially in the forward areas. But you've got players Capaccio, Kean Ashford, Joel Colwell, Ollie Tanner, Ruben Colwell. Other than Chris Willock, they're all young footballers. Isaac Davis, like they're very talented, and they'll look like they're going to go on and have great careers, whether that be at Cardiff or elsewhere. Like they're very, very good footballers. But in the final third, experience and repetition matters. Knowing when to shoot, when to pass, when to cross matters. Sometimes you've got to slow it down. Sometimes you've got to speed it up. Sometimes you've got to do it first time. Sometimes you've got to shift it. It all comes with time and experience and reps. Right now, maybe Cardiff don't have the reps, or these individuals don't have the reps. Cardiff are learning in real time. They're also learning under a new manager who wants new things, different things to what they've ever been coached before. Then I think number two is, I think there is a bit of a profile imbalance in the final third. And I think this is probably a big part of it. Cardiff have got very, very good technical footballers, got really intelligent movers who create space for others, and we've got good link-up players. What we actually lack consistently is a ruthless finisher, outside of Salich, someone who lives in the box, someone in the wide areas whose only instinct is to go at their man and cross the ball, someone on the wide areas whose only instinct is to go at their man and get a shot off. They all can turn things into half chances into goals. Sometimes I feel like Ollie Tanner, for instance, he doesn't quite know, he wants to go at his man, but he doesn't know whether he's doing it to get a shot off or to get a cross in. Kean Ashford is more of a link-up creative winger because he's naturally a number 10. Isaac Davis is all raw pace. But it feels like maybe they don't quite know what they want to do with their end product before they get there. And of course that comes with experience and reps. But Salich does give you that because he knows what he wants to do, because he's done it for years and years. He lives in the box. He's an out-and-out striker. But do the other players around them, do they all know what they are, what they want to do before they do it? Are they playing on instinct? I think it's a genuine question regarding the profiles. And then number three is pressure. This is definitely real. We're late in the season, automatic promotions on the line, the title's kind of gone, well, it is gone. Expectations been building throughout the season, and suddenly there is more pressure because the title's gone. There is more pressure because Bolton and Bradford and Stockport are chasing you and we've dropped points. So suddenly those decisions in the final third are becoming heavier and heavier. Players are snatching more chances. They're overthinking passes. They're delaying actions, taking extra touches. That half second, that extra touch, that's everything. So what needs to change? What's the solution? To me, short term is pretty clear. Number one, you start Alex Robertson in midfield because he gives you line-breaking runs, but he also gives you the other people the passes to get in behind on the wide areas in the middle. But, and his impact's been massive. He gives you line-breaking passes, tempos, composure in tight areas, and that final bit of quality. Pair him with Wintle, who gives you the control and the experience. That balance behind them matters, behind those front players. And then in front of them, it's about making better decisions, faster decisions, more conviction. So let's have a plan about what we want from the wide players, the areas that we're looking to get it in for the forwards, so they know where the people who are attacking the box know where they're going to go, know where the ball's going to go. And then let's finish, because the chances are there. It's about taking them. I think for a lot of them, they need to just play off instinct. And I think at the start of the season, that's what they were doing, is playing off instinct rather than thinking about it. The overall, the bigger picture, and I think this is a key thing, this isn't a broken team. This is a team that's very close, very together. The structure is right, the football is right, the direction is right. The manager and the coaches are very good at what they do. But the difference between good teams and promotion-winning teams is ruthlessness. And right now, Cardiff have probably not got haven't had the consistency or the ruthless clinical nature that they need. But if they can find it over the next 5 or 6 games, not a problem. Final third, decision making, the problem is real. You can't deny it. You can't ignore it. Not because Cardiff City can't play, not because Cardiff City can't create, but because when it's mattered, that final decision has just been off. The good news, though, is fixable. One moment, one decision, one game, one goal, and it'll all change. Football is all about confidence, and that's all it'll take to flip it. This Saturday against Bolton, you win the game, you take your chances, and everyone's buzzing, everyone's confident. Suddenly everyone's playing off instinct again. Promotions within reach, and the next few games are a lot easier. But the next few games are going to tell us a lot about these young players. It's a new experience for them. Can they find that edge? Can they find that clinical, ruthless streak? Or are we going to limp over the line? Or even worse still, are the wheels going to completely come off? I don't think so, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about the problems we're having in that final third with those final decisions. Most of all, please do like, share, subscribe, hype the video and all that stuff. Let me know what you'd like to hear, or what should we talk about next? What should we do a video on next on this channel? Generally football related, but whatever. Like, what should we talk about? I'm all about conversation starters. Anyway, thank you so much. And if you want Bolton build-up, Cardiff City World, we've got 2 videos out today. One is scouting Bolton. The other is looking back at the first game. And then tonight, Evan and Jamie Anderson live tonight, talking all about Cardiff City, looking ahead to the weekend. Tomorrow, we got the preview and, of course, the tactical showdown. Brian Barry Murphy versus Stephen Schumacher 2. Got you covered, right? Let's get excited. Let's get down to CCS on Saturday and let's get behind the boys. Thank you so much. Take it easy. Nice one. This channel is powered by an incredible membership community on Cardiff City World and patreon.com/AcePodcastNation. Becoming a member unlocks exclusive rewards, from early access to live event tickets, bonus content, and even the occasional inside transfer scoop when we get it. But more importantly, it allows us to bring you top quality Cardiff City content 7 days a week. Across those 7 days, we're talking match previews, exclusive interviews, instant match reactions, the breakdown podcast, tactical deep dives, the Spotlight series, Bluebirds Rewind, Academy Focus, and just so much more. Led by myself, backed by an army of passionate Cardiff City fans, this is content created by fans for fans. Balanced, professional, and 100% all about the club we all love. If you enjoy what we do, then join the community today and support what we are doing as we help to keep Cardiff City World flying high.